Yo, so we have yet another voice actor drama for yet another Mihoyo game. This time around, it's for Honkai Star Rail, but this time around, it has a little bit of a happy ending. At least as much of a happy ending as it could be, given the unfortunate circumstances. I'm sure some of you have already heard about this, that Noisi over here is the voice actor for Moze in Honkai Star Rail, the new 4-star character, but I'm not sure if everybody has heard that just last night, Chris has decided to step down from his role as Moze. Monday morning, I asked my agent to let Mihoyo know that I have made the difficult decision to step down from my role as Moze in Honkai Star Rail. This is Noisi over here. I'm going to keep calling him Noisi because it's funny and because he made a lot of noise on Twitter just by existing. So I'm going to keep calling him that. And this is the 4-star character in question, Moze. And this character, it's kind of funny because we had 3 straight patches with no 4-star character in the game. We're finally getting a 4-star character, and then this happens. And I don't see how Hoyo could have possibly not done a single background check on this guy, because the second you Google this guy at all, you find out all of these different things he's had to apologize for. I mean, dude, Shadow Spork over here put together, by the way, shout out to Shadow Spork for doing this. They posted a master list of the accusations and apologies that Chris has had to make over the years, right? So I'll put a link to Shadow Spork's post and to Chris's post in the description. Go check them out if you want to. Let's get into his actual statement here that he put out yesterday. Monday morning, I asked my agent to let Mihoyo know that I have made the difficult decision to step down from the role of Moze in Honkai Star Rail. Voicing this character, even briefly, has been an incredible honor, but having spent the last week reading the comments from the community, I cannot in good faith continue in the role that would cause undue pain for so many people, especially those I've hurt in the past. This next line is where it gets really stupid, okay? And I want to talk about this. While none of my actions have ever been criminal, excuse me? Bro, you apologized for over 15 years of abuse to your friends, your colleagues, and your significant others. And that includes SA. Yeah, I can't say what SA means on YouTube. I'm literally not allowed to do that. And I'm not the one who did this, so I don't want to get in trouble. But I'll just show you on screen what SA stands for. And you wouldn't be sure, let's be real here. Let's be honest. A lot of the hit pieces that were put together against him were made by his ex or exes. And let's be honest here. Let's be real here, okay? Sometimes people don't always break up under the best circumstances. Sometimes, I've had exes lie about me behind my back after we split up. That happens, right? But it's way different when it's just an ex than when you have your friends and your colleagues and a bunch of significant others. It paints a picture. There's a pattern here, and you've admitted to these things, right? So you don't, excuse me? What do you mean your actions haven't been criminal? Do you not know what SA is? Hello? So yeah, obviously a lot of people got pretty upset about what he said last night, because even while he's trying to do the right thing, while he's trying to apologize, while he's trying to step down, he still says stupid stuff like this. And this is, by the way, a pattern, okay? Let's go back to this archive apology that he made here, where he says that I'm 30 years old and for about half of my life, I've horribly mistreated and abused friends and colleagues. That's 15 years. Half of his life he's been doing this. But the pattern that I'm talking about is even when he's apologizing, he's using game ending himself as a way to garner sympathy from people. It's not about you right now, bro. And by the way, I have the utmost respect for people that feel so bad about their life that they want to game end themselves. I've been there before, but there's a big difference between people that want to game end themselves because their life has been kind of horrible or whatever, and someone who's only feeling this way because of what they did to other people. Let's read this line. I've only in my life ever experienced 2 times where I felt like game ending myself. Obviously, I'm not allowed to say this line either on YouTube. The first time was 5 years ago, the week I moved to California, not knowing how to handle the shock of seeing call-out posts. Yes, the only reason why he felt like game ending himself is because of the abuse that he has done to other people for over 15 years. This is not about you right now, bro. This is not how you apologize, but let's continue. I know that my decisions in the past continue to harm people I was once close to. Yes, that's true, because to be fair, this did happen 5 years ago. This post that he made apologizing happened 5 years ago, but he's been doing this for like over 15 years. And even though it doesn't seem like anything has happened in the last 5 years since this all started, people will never forgive you for SA. You're just never gonna live that down. People in the gacha gaming sphere, the Zoomers, will never, nobody will ever let you live that down. So yeah, you're never gonna live this down. It's gonna happen forever. And while I have worked in the industry without incident for the past few years, I understand that I have more work to do before the public feels comfortable with my stepping into a role of this scope. Bro, it's probably over for you. You're probably never going to be able to be in a really, really big production ever again without people calling you out for what you did. I mean, bro, this post was 5 years ago now. Tomorrow will be the 1 year anniversary of your apology about at least this particular stuff right here. He's obviously got a lot of other things he's apologized for. I'm just using this one example. But people have not forgotten. People will probably never forget. The internet is forever. And so, bro, you're probably not going to be able to do a Mihoyo game ever again or anything really, really big. Now, he has done a whole bunch of other stuff. So maybe he can get into some project that's a lot smaller. But bro, take a break. Maybe go into accounting or something like that. Anyways, and doing that work means making the difficult decision to let another actor don the hood. Well, obviously, they're not going to stop making the game just because of your dumbass. Whoever that actor may be, please know that I genuinely wish them nothing but the best. Oh shoot, I went too far. While I understand the harassment and game-ending threats I've personally received, I think I'm allowed to say that, but whatever. I would ask that you please show grace to those who have believed in me or simply interacted with me in the past. My actions are not theirs, and their support then is part of what has inspired and allowed me to make this decision today. What he is referring to is the fact that other people have defended him. Other voice actors actually defended him when this all started happening. Let's see if I can find it here. I did, but I have so many tabs because this guy did so many things. Like all of these tabs you see up here, this is all about this dude. This is like all of this stuff is about this one guy. Anyways, understandably, people wanted him removed from his role. A few voice actors for the game stepped up to defend Noisi, namely Alejandro Saab. If you guys don't know who Alejandro Saab is, this is the voice actor for a lot of different roles as well. He also is the VTuber Sayu. You guys probably know him, especially if you're on this video, because he's the voice actor for Jing Yuan, believe it or not. We also had Griffen Puatu, Sunday's voice actor, also defending him. Now, there is a difference between these two people. I think that Sayu ended up, like, initially defending or standing up for Noisi because he probably didn't know the full scope of everything that had happened. He probably didn't see, you know what I mean, like the master list that Shadowspork over here put together. He probably hadn't seen all of the apologies for different things that had happened. He probably didn't know about the SA and different things like that. But when he found out about it, it does look like, let's see here, the former Sayu, Jing Yuan's voice actor, Alejandro Saab, however, retracted his statement and apologized while streaming as his VTuber persona Sayu. And unfortunately, it doesn't seem like Griffen Puatu, the voice actor for Sunday, has done the same thing, right? Because let's take a look down here. I don't know if you guys noticed this. Sunday's voice actor lost 3 different voice acting roles as a result of sort of like defending Noisi. I don't know if that was just them acting very, very quickly about the situation. I don't know if Sayu has plot armor because he's like a lot more well known But I think the difference here is that Sayu realized the truth of the matter, apologized quickly, and sort of like cleared themselves of this situation, while Sunday's voice actor either took longer to do it or never even apologized for their statement at all. That's what he means by trying to like pull the heat off of the other people that have defended him. Anyways, let's move forward. I know there are people whose trust I have irrevocably broken. Yeah, it's everybody's trust, bro. I know that there are people whose justifiable pain and anger cannot be healed. Yeah, usually things like this cause trauma for the rest of their lives. But please know that I remain committed to the lifelong work of rehabilitating myself into a better person. To be fair, at least it doesn't seem like the guy's doing anything more after all of this stuff happened. It seems like his villain arc has, at least to some degree, ended. Now, that's all I'm gonna say about that, right? Because the guy is obviously a piece of poop from what he did. Anyways, let's see if I can find where I was. I have continued to pursue therapy and medical interventions. I'm not sure what medical interventions actually refers to, but at least he's going to therapy and doing his due diligence of becoming a better person. I've continued to study, to learn, and to grow. Study what? Just be a better person, bro. What the hell? My progress is not always perfect, but my commitment to that progress is unwavering. I am proud of the changes I have made, and I hope that with time, some of you will come to recognize those changes too. To be honest, bro, the Zoomers will never forget. And those people will never forgive you for this. I think he just needs to step away. I'll be taking a break from social media, but before I do, I want to thank you for taking the time to read my words, whatever you think of me. And to Mihoyo, thank you for allowing me to be part of one of your fantastic universes, even for just a moment. Now, I want to point out an excuse of like a situation where someone might be able to keep doing what they're doing despite these different allegations. Not everybody is Chris Brown. Do you guys remember Chris Brown? Maybe some of you guys are too young to remember Chris Brown and what he did to Rihanna. Chris Brown is a famous singer, songwriter, and dancer, and he had a famous relationship with Rihanna. Rihanna, an even more popular and famous singer, songwriter, and businesswoman than he is. She even owns her own like clothing line and like businesses and stuff like that now. She don't even need to sing or act or nothing like that anymore. She's got it like that. But Chris Brown literally like beat her up, dude. Like he beat her up. I can't even show you the images. They were together in a relationship. They were in a relationship. It was messed up, bro. It was domestic. I don't know if I can say it, but domestic A, if you want to call it that, right? So he beat her up so bad that I can't show you the images on YouTube probably because it might be against terms of service. Like she was bruised and like bloodied, man. It was bad. And he is still doing his thing. He is still making millions and millions of dollars. People just let it go because I guess he's in the music industry and I guess you're more bulletproof there, right? But people in the gacha gaming sphere, people like in the gaming sphere, they're not as forgiving, right? They are not going to be as forgiving. They're going to be on Twitter on your ass for the rest of your life, bro. So Chris, I think you should just step away, move on to something else, continue to try to be a better person, and just move on. Because people are probably never going to forgive you for this. Maybe you can do some smaller roles here or there that people might not notice that you're this guy, but bro, just move on. And that's not me defending Chris, okay? I'm not defending this dude whatsoever. He has done some messed up stuff, right? But that's just my advice to the dude if he wants to move forward and be a better person. Now, one of the reasons why Mihoyo usually probably doesn't do anything about it is because when a character needs to get changed out, when a voice actor needs to get switched out, when anything needs to get changed, it doesn't go well. Just look at The Witcher. Remember The Witcher, right? When Henry Cavill started telling the writers of the show, hey, you guys, this wasn't what we agreed upon. You guys are screwing this whole thing up. You guys are messing this up. I don't want to be in this role if you guys are going to like completely ruin the story of The Witcher. It's supposed to be about The Witcher, and they started morphing the show to be about the female lead. And I have nothing against that, but don't call the show The Witcher. Don't make the show about The Witcher and then switch it over halfway through to being about somebody else, right? So he stepped down from the role, and The Witcher has never been the same again. Do you guys even still watch this show? Probably not, but everybody saw season 1 because it was spectacular, right? But then they changed things, Henry Cavill stepped down, and things have never been the same. So that's why Mihoyo usually doesn't do anything about situations like this, because they don't want to change the role, right? They're about that money. They don't care about any of these people. They just want the money. So I imagine that's why Chris is the one that caused himself to step down and not Mihoyo asking him to step down. So anyways, that's the end of the video. If you guys like this, whatever, maybe leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. At least this is somewhat of a happy ending, because at least the dude has stepped down from the role. Anyways, peace out.